Hey there, in this episode, we're embarking on a journey through the pages of a truly eye-opening book, The Coming Battle, A Complete History of the National Banking Money Power in the United States, by M.W. Walbert. This isn't just a history lesson, it's a revelation of how the power to control money has been wielded in our country, often with profound consequences for all of us. The book opens with a powerful quote from Andrew Jackson: "Justice, full and ample justice to every portion of the United States, should be the ruling principle of every freeman." These words echo through the corridors of history, reminding us of the ideals our nation was founded upon. But as Walbert meticulously documents, the path to justice has been fraught with challenges, particularly when controlling money. From the earliest days of civilization, power has manifested in many forms. Walbert takes us through the ages, highlighting the oppressive reigns of ancient conquerors and the intellectual tyranny of the priesthood. But he argues that the most insidious form of power to emerge in modern times is the money power. This is not just about wealth, it's about a colossal international trust of financiers who, as Walbert puts it, assert a superiority above all jurisdictions and have their servants in the form of statesmen and potentates who enact their will into law. Walbert paints a picture of a gigantic combination of money dealers that threatens the very fabric of American liberty. He argues that this money power has manipulated governments, influenced wars, and even orchestrated financial panics to further its own interests. It's a bold claim, but one he supports with a wealth of evidence. One of the most fascinating parts of the book is its exploration of the origins of the national banking system in the United States. Walbert takes us back to the late 18th century when the first Bank of the United States was chartered. This was a time when figures like Alexander Hamilton and Thomas Jefferson were at loggerheads over the role of banks in the new republic. Hamilton, with his aristocratic background and connections to wealthy New York families, championed the bank as a necessary institution for economic stability. Jefferson, on the other hand, saw it as a dangerous concentration of power that could undermine the principles of democracy. Walbert delves into the debates and decisions that led to the creation of the first Bank of the United States. He highlights the arguments made by Jefferson, who warned of the bank's potential to influence politics and business. Despite Jefferson's warnings, the bank was chartered, setting a precedent for future financial institutions that would wield immense power over the nation's economy. The book then takes us through the tumultuous history of the United States Bank, from its early days to its eventual demise. Walbert recounts the political battles, the financial panics, and the public outcry that surrounded the bank's operations. He describes how the bank at times acted as a powerful adversary to the government, using its financial clout to influence elections and even oppose the government's efforts during the War of 1812. But perhaps the most chilling aspect of Walbert's account is his description of the bank's role in creating financial distress. He cites instances where the bank engineered panics by contracting the currency, causing widespread economic hardship. This was not just a byproduct of its operations, it was a deliberate strategy to maintain its dominance and influence. As we move further into the book, Walbert introduces us to the concept of the modern money power, a term he uses to describe the increasingly centralized and international nature of financial control. He argues that this power has become so pervasive that it now holds every civilized and semi-civilized people in its merciless grasp. It's a sobering thought, and one that resonates with many of the economic challenges we face today. Walbert doesn't stop at just describing the problem. He offers a solution. He calls for the dethronement of the money power and its subordination to the will of the people. He advocates for a return to a system where the government, not private corporations, controls the issuance of currency. This, he believes, is essential for preserving American liberty and ensuring justice for all. The book also delves into the controversial demonetization of silver in 1873, a move that Walbert sees as a pivotal moment in the consolidation of the money power's control. He argues that this decision, driven by international financiers and enacted through deceptive means, had devastating consequences for the American economy and the livelihoods of millions. Walbert's account of the political maneuvering and backroom deals that led to the demonetization of silver is both fascinating and disturbing. He cites testimonies from senators and representatives who claimed they were unaware of the true implications of the legislation they were voting on. It's a stark reminder of the power of lobbying and the potential for legislative sleight of hand. As we near the end of our journey through The Coming Battle, Walbert leaves us with a powerful message. He warns of the dangers of allowing a small group of financiers to control the nation's money supply. He argues that this concentration of power is antithetical to the principles of democracy and poses a threat to the economic well-being of the people. In conclusion, The Coming Battle is a compelling and provocative exploration of the history of the national banking money power in the United States. It's a book that challenges us to think critically about the role of money and power in our society, and consider financial reform's importance in preserving our democratic ideals. Thank you for joining me on this episode of BrightLearn. I hope this discussion has sparked your curiosity and encouraged you to explore the themes and ideas presented in Walbert's book. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and share it with others who might find it interesting. Until next time, keep learning, keep questioning, and keep striving for a deeper understanding of the world around us.
Visit brightlearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.